The day's finally come! Hurrah off to meet the Sarit! Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your sister mentioned. What is she expecting you to find there? Snezhnaya still feels like a lot. But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination yeah. Anyway, enough about all that. Wait, just think. We've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom and the threat of the abyss. With all that experience under our belts, yeah, sure thing. Now, stick close to Paimon, the best.
What about me?
Whoa! Columbina? You kind of snuck up on us there. Don't look at Paimon! Oh, so it was you! Alright.
All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off. I invited Sandrone too, but she said she had some nasty things to say about you before leaving.
She hasn't changed a bit.
If they're heading to Snezhnaya also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was not terrible, precisely.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see, as long as you don't make things difficult for both of you. You'll be fine.
You really have to...
Go on, get to the flagship. Everyone should be there by now. Today, I want to return the favor.
It's definitely nice to be treated, but hopefully by this point, you know that you don't owe us any favors.
The moon of...
Wow! Pure white as... Look! They look similar to the ones in Notcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now. There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Paimon got a mouthful of snow! Ooh, it's so cold! Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm! Hey, check it out! Those are bears, right? Oh, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes. Right here. If we get any closer, we might scare them away. Let's see how your camera skills are these days. Come on, quick! It looks like a trip. Paimon's heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. But why is it abandoned? Ooh, it's still so never felt like this before. Everything feels heavy. Getting kinda dizzy, too. Oh, no need. Paimon's just feeling a little low on energy. That's all. It's nothing serious. Yep, sure thing. Snezhnaya, here we come! Whew. Seems like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly. Oh, look! There's a cabin over there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her fast. Paimon! Paimon! That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. I'll keep this close. It says here, Kresnik's torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. I'll keep this close. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of... Anyway, I am... I was born to fulfill a mission, to reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Strange. What was it? Wait, my body? Huh? Why is my body like this? Apologies. After a long period of inactivity, it appears that a lot of data has been lost. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You cannot remain active in this state for much longer. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following question. Will you accept me, Transcender? I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow. You have made a very wise decision. Now, I detected that you called out a name earlier. Presumably that of your missing companion? The name was Paimon. After helping you get out of here, merely the tip of the iceberg. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I? Very well. I will remember this name. I need to recover my body. Retrieve the power to... I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But the key right now is you. You must survive and reunite... You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the Prime Ice Unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a Prime Ice construct to prop up the door.
Is this an answer from this world?
Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly. Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, Build Heat Source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
keep this close.
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed. Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your... The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique... Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be... That said, I have already forgotten what... Yes. Perhaps... But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal... Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station...
Paimon! Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm. You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes. Are you... Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound.
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay. Paimon was so worried. She looked everywhere for you.
It's okay. Take it easy. Are you feeling all right?
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya. Paimon must have caught a cold. Shoot, wait. Where did the jester? Yep. The director of the Fatui. The jester?
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. We might well have ended up clashing. Well, he was right.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the? Who is that? It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing!
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy.
Oh, that makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean once anyway. Back to the jester for a second. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was conning him from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about him. It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him. And he didn't seem to have any
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms.
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui? Oh, they're like...
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to Paimon. New plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. The Jester mentioned that this snowstorm, being the work of a monster, is worse than most.
Oh, well, it's really nice of you to look out for Paimon, but... she doesn't want to hold you back. We were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to... If, however, we continue onward. Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train... We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead. There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Oh, come on. Don't worry.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary distraction.
I'll keep this close.
Please confirm when you are ready to depart. heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks.
What exactly does clear mean?
Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode. How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even...
Yeah.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can assure you, it certainly is. It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. We have taken the shortest... Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route.
Excuse me, is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business.
Oh, what a bummer.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that? Because of the snowstorm?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Snezhnaya. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether— Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet demand. So, the Vetja passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption. The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Snezhnaya.
Bitter cold. So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folk?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by 1/3 again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figure—
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are
What market? Nobody else is selling. And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate. It's robbery is what it is.
Which is why the Snezhnaya Veche passed a resolution to support border communities. Without which, you wouldn't even be able to. So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward.
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size. Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining. As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the...
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register. I can't guarantee there'll be ample energy for household use. But we can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day.
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is Project Stuja in action, huh? Oh, no wonder nothing's open for...
You were looking for an inn, right? For your, Fae friend?
Oh, Paimon's not a Fae. Just Paimon. She must have...
I have a small place in Stratomoros. I don't stay there very often, though. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much.
Are you sure? Oh.
All right, then. This... Hello, I'm Alosha. I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
Oh, so cozy and warm. Paimon's getting nice and toasty. Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so far, didn't she? This?
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be fine. Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into some...
Don't say that! Paimon's too young.
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up... What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh,
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long... I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomoros, but to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So...
Huh? Wait.
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Shishkin. Mr. Positive Attitude lets all get along.
Him? Really?
Huh? You're coming with?
Alright. Guess there's no point.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, a doggy. Oh, angry doggy. Oh, Tugarin doesn't like being petted then.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, or there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get Tugarin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Oh, check it out. When you're all out of carrots, try jerky. Good doggy. Good doggy.
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yep. And rabbit lover. Carrots are great too, you know.
Good to know. Eat up, Tugarin. We got a lot of work to do. Wait. Nice work, Tugarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figure. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go track down... Tugarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty. But if he picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy. Sure enough, there's a tunnel. You stay here and keep watch. I'm gonna take a look inside.
Thanks for looking out for us. Things are getting tougher by the day.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just...
Huh? Who are you?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would all the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. And would you be able to shed any light?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But
this godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your... And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now...
How could you...
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole...
This isn't who I am. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuzha came into force. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Cristal have ceased there entirely. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Cristal these days. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that there... Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your... I'll make a batch purchase of Cristal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for...
You don't have to...
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the...
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only one...
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of...
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Sretomaros for a long time. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers. The mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the Cristal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of... But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales.
Wait, the mayor...
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the...
Counting carriages? What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provide, the numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you...
You mean to tell me that you said...
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into cut...
You cocky little brat! Ruining...
Yeah, something felt off. So I just followed my gut. Math, isn't my strong suit, though.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep... Without the compelling case you put together, even I'm... Alosha, was it? Tell me.
We can go find some wild animals if you want.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just... Well, I'm sure you've heard... They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Snezhnaya. Sometimes directly... They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk, but...
First I've heard of this. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today...
I see. It does sound quite I will report this incident to Snezhnaya. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. Looks like it's my turn to...
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Kristall too. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this Kristall to. Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's so...
Ma'am, it's me.
Alosha?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Clean the ashes out of...
Oh... now, how often do I get to see my grandson?
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretom, sit down. Come on, take a...
Please, don't get up on my account.
Right under the basket, but... Well, grandson dear...
Very much, ma'am.
Good, good.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special... I met her at the market back before her health began declining. Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong... Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of... I first learned of Sretomoros's energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now. But because of her memory problems... That said, I kind of appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar... You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.